This is the DJI Avata 2. It's small, it's loud, and it's probably the most fun I've ever had with a piece of tech. But a drone is only as good as the kit around it. Today, I'll be breaking down my complete setup, the goggles, the controllers, and the one accessory that's actually very essential. Now, let's talk about the hardware. Now, compared to the original Avata, it's sleeker, has a lower profile, and most importantly, it's actually quieter. I think the star of the show is the sensor. It features a 1/1.3 CMOS sensor, and in a drone this size, I think that's quite impressive. Then there is the Goggles 3, which feature two micro OLED screens at 1080p and 100 Hz, and it's like having a home theater strapped to your face, but the home theater flies at 60 miles per hour. Now, most people would probably start on the motion controller. It's really good, very easy to use, and very intuitive. However, if you're looking to do some nicer moves, even crazier moves, such as doing manual dives, then you'll need one of these, the Controller 3. It is quite difficult to begin with, but I can guarantee you it's well worth the spend. And here's a pro tip: ND filters. If you're not using one of these, your footage is probably going to look a little jittery because of the sunlight. On my drone, I have the 16th, and they stay on my lens 90% of the time to keep the motion blur natural. So, is this the perfect setup? For most people, I would say yeah. It is the easiest way to get to high-end FPV without building a drone from scratch or soldering your fingers together. Now, it's not cheap, but the quality you get out of the box is so hard to beat. Let me know what you have in your flight back down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next.